Good morning guys, welcome to Los Phoenix Gaming. I'm having a look at the October races for Forzathon. You've got complete 3 races in a B-class car to begin with, so let's go in and let's have a look. So a B-class, I've got the Audi. Round A, I've got the Audi having a race around the scenic coast of Rio. Waves crashing in. So it's taken me a while to do this video, not because it's taken a while to do the challenges, it's just taken a while to get them off the Xbox, put them together, do the editing, sit down and actually do the commentary on this stuff, because I've had loads of stuff going on. I said before, I've had Forza 7 stuff as well, I've got a Horizon launch, that's a massive investment in time, massive. Season 6 of Fortnite as well, so I'm trying to hammer through there and get the weekly challenges done and get myself up on the battle pass and whatnot, so I've been spending a lot of time doing that. Just need to do the truck challenge for week 3, then I'll be ready to put together a video showing my battle star locations, but that's eluding me at the moment because that's actually is quite difficult, but I'll get there and I'll sort something out. But on to Forza. The October challenges tend to be more of a mess about, tend to be just an easy way of just building cash really, whilst having a mess around with different cars. There's a few challenges thrown in along the way. So Rio coming up on the finish line, a couple of minutes. Not too bad. A little skid over the line just for fun. So 3 races in a B-class car. What I'll probably do is change each car, each track for each race, mix it up a bit. I've got the Hoonigan. I do like the Hoonigan brand. I've got the Hoonigan Nova. Bit of cheeky passing there. Again, set to 1 lap. Doing really well, taking corners. I like the Hoonigans. They tend to be quite nice cars, very overpowered for what they are, but this one at the moment seems to be pretty reasonable. It isn't likely to fly off the track as soon as you even think about pressing the accelerator, so it's taking the corners pretty well. This is the second voiceover I've done today. I've done the second week of October, one just a few minutes ago. Bunged up a bit. Still, this is again in that season now where kids bring home cold and different stuff from school, and everyone just gets stuffed up with cold. And by the time you actually get rid of one cold, one of the others has brought another one home from school, so you're in a perpetual cycle of colds. So I think it will be a case of honey and hot water and see how I go, but at the moment it's definitely sniffles and a bit of a crackly throat. Over the line, 1 minute 44. The Hoonigan Nova against the Ford Falcon. couldn't quite remember what that other car was. It was a Ford Falcon. I'm still wearing my criminal driver gear. The crook driver gear on this one. Challenger to the Porsche Cayenne, isn't it? Because Porsche sort of shocked a lot of people when they released that, because it was like, hang on, you've released a 4x4. But if you're a car company, there's a part of the market you need to get into. You release a product. We've got your normal sort of non-premium manufacturers like Kia and Nissan and people like this are actually releasing these type of vehicles. BMW have got one, Audi have got one, because you've got the X series and you've got the Q series of Audis. Like I said, Porsche Cayenne has come out. That's and this one, of course, is the Lamborghini offering. So you don't normally expect Lamborghini to release this type of vehicle. Normally they're quite low, they're quite sleek, but it's business, you know. And I don't know, I've never seen one of these on the road, to be honest with you. I've seen plenty of Porsche Cayennes, I've seen plenty of X series and plenty of Audis and different things, but I've never seen one of these on the road. And there's a Lambo. There's a couple of Lambos near where I live. I don't know where they actually are, but I usually see them on the school run in the morning. So it's this big purple Lambo. But no, so the Lambo Urus, that's what that one's called. Gives me my first pop-up of the day. You've made progress in October showcase. Forzathon, complete 10 races. That goes without saying. Moving on. You've got beat a rival in supercharged anniversary in the featured rivals category. That's for 210,000 credits, and you get 300,000 just for doing 10 races. But of course, between these races and the online ones, you can easily exceed 10 races, so that's not too much of a worry. I've done 3 already. So the Rivals one, supercharged anniversary, I've got me a Mazda, and not just any Mazda, it's a wooden Mazda. You can see that ghost mode is on. So that's my Challenger in. Not too many, well, I was say not too many worries, but they've just passed me. But looking at their time, 1 minute 28, I don't think I should have too many issues with that, although my wooden Mazda's not really been fantastic today. It seems to have gone a bit wrong, but I'm sure I'll catch up. They'll crash, they'll stop, they'll sit down, have their lunch, you know, like they usually do on the first stage of these rival events. Either completely inept, or by the time you get close to the finish line, we decide it's tea time, down tools, and take an hour. So come up to the finish line. I don't know what's going on here. They've got to mess this up somewhere along the lines, because I'm definitely not doing too well catching them up on the grass half the time. And if they've stopped right before the line, I'm assuming this is something which the software puts it in to let you do this, let you easily get at least one rivals win, because I don't think any driver would do that in reality. I mean, I know, I'll go on, I'll do a lap, I'll race really well, I'll get round the corners, make good time, and then what I'll do is I will pull up a couple of metres away from the line, sit there and do nothing. So I don't think anyone would actually do that. I think it's part of the game, part of the settings to give everyone at least one chance of doing a rivals event. So that's why I'm doing a second lap. The first one tends to be a bit weighted in your favour, but the second ones are normally pretty accurate, and normally where the challenge is. So of course I've got to take 2 seconds off the last person's. I can't remember now, I was too busy talking, I didn't look at the screen what my last lap time was, but obviously it was more than theirs. So coming up to a finish line, 1 minute 21 on that lap. I was supposed to be 1 minute 26, so it's not too much of a worry. Sort of showing I can do it. I'm not really sort of just being handed it on a plate really off the first one. So pop-up time. You've made progress in October showcase. I'll quit out of rivals because I want to have a look into a Forzathon again. Complete a race at Autodromo Nazionale Monza. There's probably plenty of Italian people who criticise me for my dubious pronunciation, but never mind. Judge me on that as you will. Hoonigan. Yeah, not taking that too well. I've got a drift car, I've got a seriously overpowered vehicle here. I thought, I'll take the Hoonigan out. Sliding all over the place. Been using my Hoonigan a lot recently in Horizon 4, which is really good, but we've just, at the time of recording this, we've just come out of autumn season and gone into a winter season. So I'll be swapping that out for a 4x4, probably a nice Landy. Although I've got a Warthog, I don't know, I'll have a look when I do that. So 50 seconds in my Hoonicorn. And into a wall, definitely can't take corners unless it's sideways. Got the pop-up saying I've made progress in October showcases. Next one, win a race in a 1975 Fiat X19. Okay. A Fiat X19 in the lovely pea green. Pulling away. Taking the first corner, slowly does it. This car is tiny. This car is absolutely tiny. You look at it compared to that other one, you just look at it. It's an absolutely tiny car. This is like a Matchbox car. Actually, it probably is the size of a Matchbox car. Which, for those of you who don't know, I don't know if they still make them. But if you grew up in the 1980s or before, you'd get a toy manufacturer called Matchbox, and they would make toy cars. They're very well known for it. I'm not sure if they're British or American or what, I'm not sure, but they make die-cast toy cars. In fact, I think they've been making them for a lot longer than sort of the 80s. So someone I used to work with used to have a very substantial collection of all the classic ones, worth quite a lot of money, funnily enough. But yeah, the Matchbox cars are one of those things that you grew up with if you're like a kid in the 80s. Definitely show my age. I could tell you exactly how old I am, but I won't. I'm not in my 50s or 60s, if that's what you're worried about. I'm not exactly 20 though, so, you know. Definitely a Gen Xer. So across the line in the Fiat against the Honda. Flying through his challenges. You've made progress in October Showcase. It's like a super mini micro practically. Next race, complete 4 laps at Sonoma. Okay, for this, I think I'll go with a Maserati. The thing about Maseratis is they are actually good cars, and nice, quick Italian cars, but I never drive them. I don't know why, I tend to stick to the same few sort of manufacturers. I tend to like to mix it up a bit for Forzathon challenges, do some stuff I haven't done before, pick a few cars, but I do tend to go back to the same few manufacturers. It does tend to be your Audis, your BMWs, your Fords, Dodge, you know, Ferraris if I need to pick anything a bit quicker. But I don't tend to go Maserati. It's not a brand I'm overly familiar with, to be fair, so I don't know, but they're not bad cars. So I thought, I'll take the Maserati out. They do actually handle quite well. Although in real life I think they're a bit hit and miss on the reliability. There's a guy I used to work with, he likes his performance cars. Not a young guy either, he's quite old, likes his performance cars. And he'd have all different ones. He'd have his Jags, his Mercs, his BMs. He had a Maserati one, so I'm not sure which one he had. I remember him actually telling me a story. Maserati, he said lovely car, but he said he'd had so many problems with it, it was just ridiculous. So he ended up trading it in and actually got himself a BMW and absolutely loved it, no problems. And I got my rewards, so let's see if it'll do it. Unfortunately, this is a time in my internet, Xbox, or even the servers are playing up. I don't know what's going on, but my internet seemed okay, so I went checked my PC and that was fine. So I don't think it's my internet. I think it's the Forza servers having a bit of a meltdown. So on this moment I can't actually claim my reward, which is a bit rubbish. But when it does this, you can sort of see it and claim it, but you can still go in and do it. It does seem that the server's having problems. I went on to the multiplayer races and it's absolute carnage, as well as the usual knocking stuff off track thing. There's massive input lag from the controllers. So you see I've got the Mustang GT trying to go around the track and it's just not working. I'm not even going very quick. I'm not at the mercy of the assists turned off. And you go around okay, but when you press the input to turn the car, and it just doesn't. Sometimes it does, sometimes it doesn't. I mean, you get doing like this, and it goes round, and it just doesn't do it. It lags. It's actually terrible. You can't do anything with it. So I end up just quitting out of the race. But what I had to do with the multiplayer was just go in, do what I could, end up last, crashing, not turning. It was absolutely terrible. It just wouldn't, you couldn't control the car. It was horrendous. There's no input control whatsoever. The lag was unbelievable, and it just wasn't working. It was servers. It was just absolutely terrible. I know the multiplayer servers do seem a bit buggy in Europe. I'm assuming I'm connecting to US servers and whatnot, so I don't know what the latency is, what the ping is. But I wouldn't know where to test them at. But certainly, when I was recording this, somewhere around 1 o'clock in the morning, it was absolutely just stupid. I changed cars, went to a BM, thinking, oh, is it the Dodge? What's it? But straight line, no particular problems. The second you try and do a turn, oh look, I end up having to actually take my foot off. You just lose it, you absolutely just lose it. So I ended up just doing my races, ended up last, and just getting very annoyed with the process. So I just let it die. I just let the time run out, just do the minimum I can, and just go from there. So I skipped over the races just by basically letting it be useless, because there's no way I was going to get anywhere with it. So I just let that down. That's why I haven't got a lot of footage of these races in this month's video, because it's all been buggy and it was annoying me. But what I did is I went back in offline mode, in normal mode, went to free play, and I decided to actually test the Mustang, because the Mustang was the one I was having quite a few problems with, as well as the other ones. So I went in and tested the Mustang, which on free play mode worked perfectly. No lag on the input. You press turn, it turned. Didn't have any worries. So certainly it's not my controller, it's not my Xbox, and it's not me, because I even made sure that all the assists were turned off when I did the test in free play. So I'm working on the same sort of spec, I'm working on the same restrictions as I was with a multiplayer, except for the fact that with a multiplayer you're connecting to a server God knows where, probably in the middle of California. That said, my website's hosted in California and the ping's actually really respectable, but you don't have hundreds of thousands of people connecting to it. But it was absolutely terrible. So I tested this and it works perfectly. So obviously the problem is the multiplayer servers, and it isn't my controller, it isn't my Xbox, it isn't my internet, and it isn't me. So it's just had a bit of a mental, so I've sort of washed over that bit. But that's that, guys. Thank you for watching. This was the October race set. I've already done the first week of October, and I've just done the second week of October as well. So if you like what I'm doing, hit that like button, hit subscribe to keep up to date. So I've got a few things together. I'm doing some stuff for Horizon 4, some Fortnite, as well, and get this trap challenge done, and a lot of stuff going on. So hit that like button, hit that subscribe to keep up to date with what I'm doing, and if you want to leave me a comment, by all means do so. So until next time, guys, thank you for watching, take it easy and happy gaming.